It's wild to think that the United Kingdom once had the largest empire in history.
Let's get that treasure.
They have a constitutional monarchy, which includes a parliament and a king and queen.
Right.
Well,
I've even felt the British influence. You know, the Beatles, Shakespeare. So, Carmen Sandiego was maybe seen around here? That's hard to imagine with all this fog. It's kind of creepy.
I know what you mean, Hawkins. The fact that there have been many strange disappearances of lighthouse keepers through the years doesn't help any.
What do you mean, strange disappearances?
Oh, yeah. One of the strangest was at the Flannan Isle Lighthouse, where in 1900, 3 lighthouse keepers disappeared without a trace.
Well, with the hundreds of lighthouses around the coast of the United Kingdom, I'm sure there are plenty of weird stories to go around. Let's just keep our minds on the job and then get out of here.
Alright. Actually, so what is... Okay, so yeah, this is not Scotland. That dot is clearly not Scotland, but let's ignore that for now and go to the lighthouse. Surprise!
Hello.
Surprise! And how are my 2 not-so-secret agents doing? Well, it's been fun so far, at least for me. But I'm afraid you really missed the boat back at the Alhambra. The secret was right there. Oh well, gotta run. Catch me if you can.
What? She's gone!
Where'd she go?
You should have checked the colors on the shield. Too late now. You won't get anywhere without this.
Oh no, it's gone.
Not if I can help it.
Ooh.
Well, she's gone. But good work snagging the key, Hawkins. We may have ended up with just what we needed.
That's me, Agent First Class Shadow Hawkins, always ready. But the link between Carmen Sandiego and the Explorer's treasure, you're the one who...
Agents, this is urgent. I need you to find out what that key is for. Now get to it before Carmen Sandiego finds the treasure first.
Sure thing, Chief. Looks like we need to travel to that villa near the Alhambra. Let's go.
So, it's interesting. The Alhambra... So, this is a place we've already been. The Alhambra, or the villa near the Alhambra, almost has a story purpose.
Right.
Maybe we'll get to see some flamenco
dancers.
dancers. That kind of dancing comes from Seville and Cadiz.
You know I'm a big fan of folk dancing, all types. But I think we better keep a low profile in Spain. You never know who's watching.
You don't like to attract attention?
I'm a secret agent. I'm not supposed to attract attention.
Sorry.
The Explorer's Villa again. The chief said she'll notify us here in Spain if any vile activity is detected. We better check this place out real thoroughly while we can.
You're right, Hawkins. I have a feeling this place has more to tell us.
Yep, I'm fine. Oh, I just realized. So the 7 artifacts, they're from every continent except Antarctica.
Huh. You're right.
Book of
No,
Marco...
we got one from Antarctica too.
No, I mean like the cultural items.
Yeah,
like
they're cultural
the Trials
items.
of Marco Polo is European. The Maori wood carving is Oceania. The Tipus are South America. The Mocha Garden is Asia. The Senate table is Africa. The Aztec calendar is North America.
If we get really stuck, we can always call the chief for help.
Well, Rome.
Again.
So they pursued something reasonably intercontinental for the uneven one, which is impressive. So that looks like a clickable thing. Ooh.
It's a clickable thing.
Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Look at what's on the underside of the lid. We should check it out carefully. It's the Explorer's coat of arms, the emblem of his family line.
And the symbol again. Look, the wheel. And pictures of all the objects Carmen's stolen. And we've recovered.
Those flecks of paint suggest that this used to be colored.
Hawkins, you're actually right. Carmen told us we should have checked the colors.
And I know just the tool for the job. An Acme Photon Frequency Analyzer. Let's check with the chief.
I'm on it already, agents. There's an analyzer being field tested in our headquarters south of the border. Go get it. But make sure you aren't spotted by any vile operatives. This case is really heating up, and Carmen Sandiego can't be too happy that you've trailed her this far. Chief out.
Then what's this?
Whoa, that's a lot to take in. Are you keeping good notes?
I'm glad one of us is. There are some interesting clues here that I'll note in my journal. They'll be there in case we need them later.
This date holds the clue to where I placed the treasure last. Also,
1534.
1534. So there are some limitations on what he had access to. So like when you think about it,
Oh, who cares?
yeah, exactly. It's so cool. And then there's a thing over here.
I wonder where this place is. Look at all those vineyards. Why don't you check your database for vineyards?
Good idea. If this was the explorer's villa, it must have been someplace important to him.
Okay, so probably France.
Could be.
I mean, France is an option. So okay, so do we go to Mexico? Yeah, probably should go to Mexico first.
The thing is, it could also be because if I'm remembering wineries, of all things that I know, wineries.
Yeah.
I think France is a possibility. Argentina would be a possibility.
I mean, like realistically.
But realistically, it's probably France.
Yeah.
I love France. My family and I used to vacation here. I visited the Pyrenees Mountains on the border of France and Spain. Those were great times.
You really roughed it as a kid, huh? Didn't even get to see Mont Blanc, the highest mountain in the Alps, or fish from a fishing village on Brittany's rocky coast to the north.
Wait, I'm getting a very high reading from my sarcasm detector.
Not from me. Well, chasing Carmen after this lost treasure has sure led us to some
There we go.
beautiful spots. Just look at those ruins down there.
Yep,
Probably some kind
I
of
love the
secret.
castles here in France.
I don't know.
Chapeau.
Chapeau
Maybe.
are hats, you goof. Chateaux are castles.
Huh.
Though.
Maybe that's why that guy I talked to earlier was looking at me strangely. I guess I told him we were looking for some vineyards near a ruined hat.
Okay, so
Or you could have just been picky about your French about your French.
yep.
Another
Just as
vile
awkward.
message capsule, and left out in plain sight, too. Strange. And the second largest country, huh? I think I know where we can find that out.
And near where the wolf
Yeah.
howls. I know we've seen a wolf somewhere, but where?
Jeez, this is all over the place.
Yep. And then oh,
The date on the bridge matches the one in the explorer's parchment. And look at what was behind it. What do you suppose all these mean? Their shapes look familiar.
The parchment stated that we'll need them to unlock the secret. You can bet they're not just a random collection of stones. And they do have familiar shapes, don't they? What was it that parchment said?
yeah. No one in 1534 knew of Antarctica.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Okay, we've got the stones. They look like they may fit, but how do we know which order to put them in?
I'm not sure. Maybe there's still another piece of this puzzle that we don't have
Yeah.
yet.
Probably should have covered that.
Yeah, well, we still need another piece, so
So
off we
let's
go.
head to Canada.
So I guess we're off to the capital of Canada.
Actually, we're going to Quebec. Ottawa is the capital.
I knew that. Just testing. It's easy to understand how Quebec would have been such a strategic place to build a city.
That's impressive.
Oh, I
They did that
know.
little animation
Right where the
switch.
St. Lawrence and the St. Charles
The little
rivers
things.
meet.
Yep.
Not to mention Cap Diamant, the perfect place for a fort.
Okay. So people. Let's change.
Bonjour.
Vast natural resources like forestry, minerals, oil, and gas keep Canada's economy going.
Vast quantities of coffee would keep me going right now. I'm still getting used to the time change.
Yeah. They must
You
be,
are actually flying.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
They must be having major jet lag whiplash.
Oh my
Did you
God,
know
yeah.
Quebec
Okay.
City is the only fortified city north of Mexico?
As a matter of fact, Wait a minute. I hear a car coming.
Wait, does this happen every time?
Wait, I didn't know this happened. I don't remember this at all. Is this a glitch? Hold on. Wait, this is nice.
Well, hello, you two. Looks like my trail isn't the only thing that's gone cold. Don't you just love Quebec in the winter? You may as well give up, Acme agents, because you won't catch me. See you around.
Okay, so I think we just had a
Hold
glitch.
Hold it. It
Yep.
just said Quebec in the winter, which means
Hey,
it's winter in
that
the
was
northern hemisphere.
that was
which
Chief.
means they should
We
be
need a
running
Type
into plane
44F
delays,
radar track on a
which
speeding
makes this
vehicle
entire
in the
thing
lower
even
part of
more
Quebec City.
ridiculous.
Well,
It's
I think
Carmen
we can-
Sandiego.
There's nothing on our tracking scopes, Hawkins. Are you sure it was her?
Okay, so
Sure,
yeah,
I'm sure.
they forgot to remove
She's
the
given us the
trigger
slip
in
again.
Mission 8.
Ugh.
Wow.
Okay.
But I
never
bet
knew
it
this
won't be the
before.
last we see of Carmen. We need to keep on the trail of these stolen artifacts. I have a hunch that they'll lead us right to her.
We've already found all the stolen
Yeah,
artifacts.
wait.
Did I tell you
No.
that Quebec City is the only fortified city north of Mexico?
I believe you did. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, that was so weird.
That was really strange.
Alright, also, we have this phone, which we need to
Hey,
go to.
can I order a
Okay.
pizza?
I don't think we could agree on toppings. Come on, let's roll.
Statue.
Wait, what?
Statue.
Hey, can I order a pizza?
I don't think we...
Oh, okay. Statue, right. No.
Well, we're supposed to go statue.
No, where the wolf...
Yeah, where the wolf goes.
Owls.
Hey, can I order a pizza?
Okay,
I don't-
did we miss something? Hold on. Let's...
Enter again?
Wait.
Carousel?
Acme headquarters in Quebec.
Oh, okay.
They took over the old carousel warehouse where we found the fish gong. Probably got this piece of real estate real cheap. Acme headquarters in Quebec.
Guess not.
Okay, so I could have sworn... Wait. Let's see what the clue says. I'll call you at the usual place, where the wolf howls at the country with the second largest land area in the world. Okay, we should totally be doing
Unless
this.
we were
Hey,
doing...
can I order a
no,
pizza?
We screwed up.
I don't think we could agree on toppings.
Is it Russia?
No.
No, because Russia's not even a thing.
Yeah.
You can't do Russia.
Hold on, let me reset
I
it.
love this. One, there's something naturally exciting about Quebec. Hey, can I order a pizza?
I don't think
Oh,
we could
no.
agree on
Oh,
toppings.
no,
Come on, let's
no.
roll.
I don't know what happened, but like we're supposed to call here. Maybe not.
Go to a different country, maybe?
Wait.
Hey, can I order a
No,
pizza?
because we're supposed to.
Hey,
Because we need to go to that phone.
hey, can I?
Oh no.
Let's try checking some other countries before we start worrying too much. 'Cause we might be doing something wrong.
No, because the clue says. Okay, yeah, fine. Let's go to Mexico to get the photon frequency analyzer.
Yeah, that might...
Did you know that the longest river in Mexico is the Rio Grande, which runs along part of the
Seems like
border
more
between the
silly
United
than-
States and Mexico?
Yeah, but don't they call it a
Unless they're
different name
avoiding
south of the
law.
border?
Uh-huh.
In which case,
They
it can
call
be
it
entire
the
thing
Rio
27.
Bravo.
Let's see how this goes.
That mountain over there is Popocatépetl, isn't it?
Uh-huh. The volcano whose name means Smoking Mountain.
Didn't anybody ever tell it it's not healthy to...
Okay, you know what, Alright, so
Acme's Mexican headquarters. The seasoned agent casually raps out his famous secret knock. I love this part.
I'm surprised it wasn't...
For me, just what I always wanted, an honest-to-goodness photon frequency
I know.
analyzer. I'm keeping this. Just the thing for analyzing old stuff for paint remnants.
And the perfect gift for the agent who has everything. It actually distinguishes wavelengths reflected off a surface.
That's right.
Like
That's
your
how our eyes
eyes.
see color. Cool, huh? Physics 101.
I think that's actually you're explaining that. I'm not sure. Anyway, okay. Now let's go back to Spain.
It's hard
Do the
being a
thing.
secret agent in
Hopefully
Spain.
Canada's
How
like,
so?
'cause
You want to
should
fit
not-
in, so
I'm
you try to
worried
adopt
that
the
when I
local
click
customs,
the
like
Can- the
taking a
Canada-
siesta in the
It's
afternoon.
Russia,
It's a
Canada,
great custom,
China.
but it's
Yeah.
kind of
No,
hard
it
to
is
catch
Canada. I
international
completely remember
criminals
that
and
now.
still take a
I
nap in
just
the middle of the day.
can't- I'm worried we might have glitched.
Hey, maybe we can catch some bullfighting while we're here
Maybe
in
there's a trigger
Spain.
we haven't hit
Well,
yet.
if we're going to catch anything besides Carmen here, I'd like to catch a bus to Madrid or Barcelona and see the art of Salvador Dali and Picasso.
Alright, so
Yeah, now we're getting somewhere.
Do the
Look
other
at what's
thing.
on the underside of the lid.
Yep.
We should check it out carefully. Okay, I'll analyze it. It'll only take a second. Bingo! A complete readout. We can tell exactly how this looked when it was painted.
Every section was a different color. That has got to be significant somehow. It's worth noting in my journal anyway. I wonder if there's anything else in this villa that may help us figure out where to go next.
Oh, so now we're supposed to go to the France thing.
Probably.
Okay, so now blah, 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 let's go back to Canada.
What is
we
your
think?
cat?
Hopefully.
If we find a clue, I'll store it in my vest for safekeeping.
Please, Trigger, show up.
Hey, can I order a pizza?
No!
I don't think we could agree on toppings. Come on, let's roll.
Wait.
Statue? Anything?
Hold on, let's... Alright, click on the statue. Nope, statues are clickable. Is there... Hold on. Let's contact the chief, because...
Yeah.
Check out those castle ruins in France. You have what you need to solve the puzzle. 7
What?
stones, 7 continents. Arrange them in correct
Wait a minute.
We can solve it?
According to my calculations, we should be touching down in...
You're allowed
Let's find
to,
some
but
clue.
wait, are you?
Who knows
What?
how long Carmen knew about this
get that?
explorer?
No, okay,
He
here's
must
what
have been
happens. Okay, so
extraordinary.
you get this.
He
It's
certainly
laying
hid his
on
treasure
the
well,
phone booth
but I think we've got everything we
Quebec.
need
You're
here.
supposed to go there,
Let's figure this
see
thing
it's
out.
there,
We're
pick it
getting
up, and
really
they're like,
close
oh,
to
this is a
solving this
file
whole
code book.
mystery.
What the heck?
So I think what happened when I clicked the thing for Carmen again, it glitched.
Huh.
I'm just very happy that it. What I was worrying about when I was like, no. I thought we had hit like a no, like it had like
the no.
banned us from going forward and getting the thing we need.
Oh.
Okay, so this is the region of greatest to smallest continent size.
Yes, which they apparently knew in 15 something or other.
Yeah, well, this one guy knew. No, it's.
Or Europe. Or Australia.
Let's see. South America, 6 million. It's bigger than a carpet.
Okay,
I'm so
now
glad we
this
didn't
is officially creepy.
We didn't hit a fail state.
Yay. There isn't
Look
any
at
fail
that
state in
brass
this game.
inscription.
No, I mean like a bug fail
That's not a
state.
language
Wait,
I've
that was
ever
not supposed
seen.
to happen.
We
Yeah,
need to make a
soft lock.
rubbing of it so we can take it someplace
Well,
to
yeah,
figure
but, like,
out.
Let's do it
Being
quickly.
stopped by
Maybe
the
it's
game,
just me,
like,
Yeah,
but this
exactly.
place is
Soft
really
Okay.
spooky.
Mm.
And Carmen Sandiego keeps boasting about how she's always watching us.
Right on. We should have the chief call ahead to my professor friend in Greece. He was a big help before.
Professor Lonsdale? Will do. Hear that, Chief?
I'm here. Good work, you two. I'll send him a fax of the rubbing immediately. You had better get over there as soon as possible, but try not to be tailed by vile agents. The professor is really paranoid he's being watched.
Good luck.
Alright. Just want to take one more glimpse at this.
The French word chateau can refer to a castle or a large country house. Many chateaux have a lot of land, often used as vineyards.
Okay, I got it. Chapeau hat. Chateau castle. Did you
I'm
know
looking
that
for a
only
very
about
large, nice
1/4 of the
hat.
French people live in rural areas like that farming village?
Well, I wouldn't mind. After all this world travel, it looks kind of peaceful.
Did you know that only about 1/4 of the French people live in rural...
Yep. Alright. Just want to take one last look at this. Alright, let's
And we're
go
off.
to Greece.
And we didn't soft lock the
Art,
game.
theater,
Yay.
history, architecture.
Well, we
you
didn't
name
cover
it.
a glitch,
And the Greeks
so-
are also known for folk
I never
dancing,
knew
Put a
that.
counter up.
I'd like to
Yeah.
join them, but we have a case to solve. Places to go and people to see.
I'd still hope that we can find some time to relax.
After we catch Carmen Sandiego.
You'll probably be psyched about the food here in Greece.
You sure? You know how...
No, seriously, Hawkins. There's dolmathas, which are grape leaves filled with meat. Moussaki, which is layered eggplant and meat. Souvlaki, which is skewered meat. They cook with a lot of olive oil.
Whatever. I just hear the word food and I'm reassured. Now let's see if the
You're
professor
talking
is
about
home.
this. You're trying to catch an international criminal.
Well,
A note from the professor. I hope he's okay.
He still seems worried. Carmen Sandiego must intimidate him quite a bit.
alright. You know. Or Olympic athletes. So that would be this one.
The Nabateans? We need to figure out which country they came from if we're going to beat Carmen Sandiego to the
Oh, I
treasure.
don't know that one.
It's a Jordan.
Ah,
Pre-Roman.
pretty Roman.
Yep, so.
Off we go.
You know what?
And honestly,
You'll
I didn't
probably
only
like
know that from playing
Jordanian
this
food,
game, so-
actually.
Woohoo!
There's
Yep, so I
mahasa,
That was
which is
successful.
stuffed
Yes,
vegetables.
I had learned that from in the
Well,
year
that
six
does
already.
sound pretty tasty.
And mansef, which is rice covered with chunks of stewed lamb and yogurt sauce. Musakin, which is chicken with
I need
onions,
to know
olive
more
oil,
about
pine
Me
seeds,
too.
and seasonings.
That sounds promising too.
They
Hey,
talk a lot
isn't
about
that the
food.
Dead Sea down there?
We must be flying over the border between Israel
What do the
and
kids
Jordan.
like these
Did you know that the
Oh, I
Dead
know.
Sea is the saltiest
Food.
body of
Yeah,
water in
food
the
and
world?
gadgets.
9
Food, I'd
times
say it's
saltier
getting
than
a
the
little,
ocean.
long, 'cause, that was a long dialogue. 'cause it's
What
like
a wild place.
I actually agree. The fabulous buildings at Petra were begun by the Nabateans, an early Arab tribe, in the 5th century BC.
Oh,
Long
way
time
before
ago.
Rome.
I've been thinking too about Carmen's background. She's earned several degrees in archaeology from prestigious universities, and I know she spent a lot of time here at Petra. We may be on to something.
What's this?
An archaeologist brush. And it's got a name on it. Sounds Spanish to me. We should keep this. You never know where a clue may be found.
Hey, Hawkins, we'll make an ace detective of you yet.
So yeah, we are seeing the culmination of the characters.
Yeah.
They're working. He's smarter, and they're both willing to work more in a team.
Yeah.
She's less angsty about Carmen. Oh, and snap. Look at that.
And
Do you
she's
see what I see
slightly
above the
more
door?
competent.
Right.
We should check this out.
Oh, hi.
Oh no! What happened here?
The mosaic's broken, but it doesn't look like we have all the pieces to fix it. Maybe Carmen Sandiego made off with them. She could have hidden them anywhere.
Alright. Let's look around. What's that?
That's Aaron's Mountain and the shrine at its peak, a site of great spiritual significance to people of this area.
Okay. So where are we supposed to go? Actually, well, follow Guzman. Although we don't know for sure where he would.
There seems to be a lot of Greek influence in the architecture around here.
You're right. The famous Greek general Alexander the Great conquered this region around 300 BC.
So, how do we... Wait a minute. I'm just going to check the chief again, because...
Someone near a store in Mexico may have noticed something.
Okay. So, yeah, because Guzman... Because Argentina should not be here, because Guzman... We know it's not Spain, because we've already been to Spain, and he's not there, but Guzman is Spanish, so it could be Mexico or Argentina. So,
You like Mexican folk music? Corridos? Folk songs? Or rhythmic mariachi music? You know, played by bands of trumpeters, guitarists, violinists, and singers?
No offense, but I like country and western music best. Lately, though, I've started listening to synthesized music too. You know, the kind made by computers.
That figures.
I
I have to say that I really enjoy being in Mexico for their big fiestas.
Okay.
What?
Alright,
we are getting very close.
Avocados.
Not quite. Let's try here. Oh.
Hello.
It's one of the missing pieces from the mosaic.
I've actually missed this. It's Lenin.
Buenos dias, amigos. You were commenting on the broken piece? It is from an ancient mosaic I found. In Jordan, actually. 4 pieces I brought back with me for analyzing, you see. Someday I hope to put the whole thing back together.
We're Acme agents on official business. We need those pieces.
I realize this is a little unusual, but, well, we guarantee their safety.
I do not doubt. But there's a little problem. I sent one of the pieces to a colleague. He is staying at the Chateau Frontenac. The other 2 pieces, though, I am sad to tell you, were stolen last night.
Stolen? How interesting.
But don't worry. We're experts at finding stolen items. Will you call your friend and tell him to leave the piece at the Acme headquarters near the hotel?
Yeah.
It's in the abandoned carnival warehouse in the lower town.
Consider
find
it done,
out.
amigos. I will give you this piece and wish you luck.
Yeah, I skipped that dialogue accidentally a lot. Okay, so... Ooh. Oh, that sticks out like a sore thumb.
Now that is a big bull ring.
And that is an
Well,
obvious
look what
clue.
was hidden in this wall. We're definitely keeping this.
A mosaic piece. It's possible Carmen hid it. She must have been in a hurry, though. Maybe we're closer than we thought.
So, I think we just need to look around the Mexico area before heading up to Quebec to get the final piece.
Soccer seems to be popular the world over.
Right.
Except for America, because
Small
we don't
restaurants
like,
like that are
interesting
called
games. We
fondas.
like baseball
They serve
for some
popular
reason.
Mexican food like tortillas, which are pancakes cooked on a griddle, and
In this place again. Very quiet now. Feels weird.
Pay dirt. We'll hang on to this. What do you think, Chief?
Good job, agents. You're really making progress on this case. Keep up the good work, and
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, jeez.
Well, well, Jules. I suppose you and your new pal think you're pretty smart. You may have uncovered some secrets, but the biggest one is still hidden. Why don't you just give it up? You'll never catch me.
Ugh, Carmen Sandiego again. The sooner she's captured, the better. Anyhow, as I was saying, I think you're onto something big here. But watch out.
Yep.
If you're getting close, Carmen Sandiego's bound to try to stop you.
Alright, so back up to Canada.
What I wouldn't give
Yeah,
for
so
a
this is
hamburger
where
right
you're
now.
Probably
Well,
get
here we
in
are.
after this, you probably
As
should- probably
always,
should have
I'll
gone.
keep track of the key
Yeah.
information we find in
And
my
then-
journal.
Let's go.
Right, because where did we get the Greek clue? Right, because then in France we go to Greece, and then we go to Jordan for the
What?
final. Well, maybe not.
I have no idea.
No, because not quite. Anyway, you can't all do it in one
this the
trip
correct-
each. Yeah.
Acme has put that old carousel warehouse to good use as their new headquarters
Sorry,
here in
don't get
Canada.
another possible
I
soft
hope
lock.
someone's home.
No. Yep.
These guys are great. They do so much more than just deliver cool gadgets.
Okay.
They're
now
all 2 feet
we
tall
head to
and
Jordan.
blue.
You know, last time we were here,
What?
I thought I might have to wear the traditional kafia on my head, you know, to go undercover.
Isn't that kind of a loose folded headscarf? Often held in place by a decorative cord? Actually, most people here wear Western style dress. One of these times we'll have to visit Jordan's capital, Amman.
I'll second that. If I remember correctly, Amman used to be called Philadelphia back in about 60 BC when it was a Roman trading center.
Some of the craft workers there make amazing
Ben
things.
Franklin had a
Coffee
long
pots,
commute.
jewelry,
Mhm.
Islamic prayer
Sorry.
beads, cross-stitch
Very
embroidery, and
No, it's not.
Arabic calligraphy.
That was sarcasm.
Cool.
All right. We're almost
It
done.
looks like we've got all the missing
So
pieces.
close.
Let's get
All
to
right. So let's just reassemble this. So.
We're so close we can taste the knowledge.
I can't believe it! It's the map to the lost city, I'm sure of it! The wheel design must mark the location of the treasure. We can't be far from finding it now. I just hope Carmen doesn't find it first. Can you get an image of the map?
No problemo. I'll put it in my clue storage. We'll need it, that's for sure. We need to find this city. Chief, can you send us a chopper?
There's one on the way.
Awesome. Well, nice work, Jules.
You too, rookie, but
You both deserve congratulations, but stay focused, agents. I don't need to remind you that Carmen Sandiego is slippery, and she's bound to be somewhere close. Keep your wits about you. The helicopter will be there in minutes. Chief out.
And minigame.
Finally, the opportunity I trained so long for. I'm ready to
So
find
used
the
to modern
treasure
game
and
design.
catch a master criminal.
hold on, Shadow.
can't do
I'm
that.
eager
Try to talk about that a
too.
little bit
But something
when-
tells
once we
me
finish
this may
this.
not
Yeah.
be so easy. The computers analyzed the map and has plotted our course. Do you see anything?
I think I can see it on the scanner. Yep, we're right over the city. Looks like a big place. We better fire a marker beacon from the correct grid coordinate on the scanner. That'll mark the entrance for us. Wait a minute. The city. It's in ruins.
Now they're
Did you
standing up.
expect a bustling metropolis?
Not exactly, but we may have a problem. The map is clear enough. Look, the wheel symbol must mark the entrance. But how can we find the correct grid coordinate on the scanner?
Like this. We'll use the map
Like
and compare
this.
landmarks on the scanner. Then select the grid square that matches the entrance on the map.
Maybe we're holding the map the wrong way. If we imagined it in another orientation, it might line up with the picture.
All right. So yeah. So you used landmark as a river,
Mm-hmm.
and then
You use all your landmarks and B3.
Oh,
You just got shot at.
Wow! There it is! You were right all along, Jules.
Oh,
Carmen
wow.
Sandiego's trail led to
Oh,
something much
wow.
bigger than I ever imagined. And look, now we know where the gems are.
But we're not done yet, Hawkins. We still need to figure out a way to open this door.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So first we have to arrange the gems in the right order. So purple goes to Julius Caesar. Where is he? This one goes there. Oh, didn't take. Red to the Senate table. Orange for the calendar. Blue for the Moko Gong. Royal blue. Green for that. And then pink, although it's maroon there, for the Kipu. Okay. The outer ring is twice the value of the inner ring, of the middle ring. The middle ring plus the inner ring is equal to the number of gems. The inner ring is 3 less than the middle ring. Okay, so x plus y is 7. So x plus y equals 7,
Okay.
and x equals y minus 3. So that's
2 and 5.
yeah. Yep. looking at the wrong variables in my head, but oh well. That's what happens when you arbitrarily assign things that you haven't done in advance, but yeah. Because 2 plus 5 is 7, obviously, and 5 minus 2 is 3.
And then 5 times 2 is 10. So of course they're gonna have to make us click every single time to rotate it.
Uh-huh.
Gosh darn it.
And the last gameplay decision of the game.
Do we click or not?
Well,
yep, we did.
Finale.
No more puzzles?
Would you look at that? Carmen Sandiego!
Surprised, Mr. Hawkins? Of course you knew I was watching your every move, or you should have known.
So this is what you were after. A world treasure of knowledge, the history of civilization. But this belongs in a museum where everyone can benefit. You're depriving the world of...
Not to mention the fact that you've broken the law in just about every time zone.
Carmen, what's happened to you? You used to want to make the world a better place.
That always amused me about you, Jules. Still a little frustrated that you can't figure me out?
So now that we're here, what do you plan to do with us?
Oh, I don't know. Lock you away somewhere where you'll never be found?
Come on, Carmen. That's not your style.
Why are we wasting time talking? The way I see it, we've captured you.
Really? How?
Like this.
How dare you?
Great job, Hawkins.
I finally did it. Wait till the other agents hear about this.
Sorry to ruin your fun. Go ahead and put all this in a museum, but you'll never keep me behind bars. Thanks for the thrill of the chase. I'll see you around, I'm sure.
Wait, look out!
I can't believe it. I had
She had
her.
a pair of
How could she
scissors.
have escaped?
Wait till the other
Right,
agents
it
hear
just-
about
it
this.
just went off.
Sorry, I didn't mean it to sound like that. But seriously, Shadow, I wonder if she planned it this way all along.
What do you mean?
You don't know Carmen like I do. I wasn't kidding when I said she wasn't always the way she seems to be now. Maybe there's still some good in her. Maybe she masterminded these thefts so the whole world could benefit.
Jules Hawkins, just heard you've captured Carmen Sandiego.
Well, almost.
I'll look forward to reading your final report. So, it sounds like Carmen Sandiego got away. Again.
I still think Carmen Sandiego is a bad apple, rotten to the core.
Perhaps we'll never know, but something tells me that this isn't the last we've seen of Carmen Sandiego.
Well, I'm ready for another chance to catch her.
Well, sure, but...
Jules! Hawkins! Hold on! I'm just getting word. Something big! It's got to be...
Well, Hawkins, you may get your chance sooner than you thought.
Well, what are we standing around here for? Let's go!
Alright, just in case this is too loud, just brace yourself, listeners, just in case. Okay, so what did you think of the game?
Okay. So I've never played these before in my life. I've never seen them before, and even after watching the third one, it was only after after the third episode where I went back and watched the DOS. So I have no prior history with these games. But coming from a design perspective, I think they're good games. I think at least this one is a very good example of a edutainment game.
Yeah.
You can see the pedigree in how it does, because none of the choices that you have to make and the mechanics that they chose actively make you want to learn more. And even though it's wrapped up very nicely, they don't push too hard. They still keep things fairly lighthearted. I mean, it's not quite the same as the MS-DOS being completely ridiculous and Carmen Sandiego stealing the Nile River.
Right, this was almost like the Christopher Nolan adaptation.
A little bit, yeah.
Of Carmen Sandiego.
A little bit. It's a little bit more serious. But the mechanics were solid. I mean, the mechanics were solid.
So what did you think? I'd say
the addition of
the story was pretty good and was actually really paced very well. Like with
parts could get a little.
You had the diary foreshadowed in Mission 1.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I would argue that some parts in the middle dragged a little bit, but that's kind of to be expected. The one thing that voice acting was middling, I would say.
Yeah, I liked Carmen's voice actress. She was amazing.
Carmen's voice actors had so much fun.
Yes,
she had fun with that. But
and the music also is pretty. It's very the central theme was very befitting
when it's there. Right. A lot of times you've just got silence, and I think it could have been I think we could have used a little bit more ambience.
The regional riffs, which are a classic of Carmen games, were amazing, and they go in the first 5 seconds. That is a big problem with this game. But what about gameplay-wise? Because, like, looking back, when I first played this, I was too young, honestly, slightly too young, and I got through a lot of it by lucky guessing.
Yeah, I think that is
you
one of the...
You can brute force this game, I think, relatively easily.
Right, it doesn't force you to learn anything, which is a positive in one way and a negative in the other, because the ultimate goal of this game is obviously to teach kids more about geometry. Geography, not geometry. That's a different thing.
That's Math Detective.
Exactly. It's meant to teach kids about geography, but the way it's structured, because it is a point and click, and this is just sort of this is just a problem with the genre, and also the fact that there's no fail states. That's another thing.
No intentional fail states.
There's no intentional fail states. There are questionable.
Right.
They're questionable decisions, but because there aren't any fail states, you don't have any real reason to do anything beyond just guess, which is, I would say, a failing of the game, personally.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
There's no reason, even though it'll lead to dead ends. That pretty much sums up my thoughts, mechanics-wise.
Right. I also thought the backgrounds were really nice. And that does matter, because to make it connect with the audience, especially kids, you kind of need to make it come alive. And you do that by showing them something. Right. And yes, I love geography and this genre, but it really did well, I think.
Some of the renderings were actually really, really impressive, considering this game came out in 2001.
Yeah.
Others weren't as much.
Right.
Some of the shadows looked a little bit weird.
Yeah.
In places.
And the animation, a lot of it was recycled. And the background was kind of just went black in some cases.
Yeah. But a lot of the little touches that they gave, like Canada switching over from day to night in between missions, was really nice.
There were some other production problems, like the dots on those not changing, only sometimes changing depending on where in the country you're going.
Oh, interesting.
And of course, because when we went to Lake Baikal, it still said Russia. When we went to Colorado, it still said New York, etc.
Yeah, but when we went to some places, the dots actually changed.
Brazil.
Yeah.
And of course, the other big thing was the map. The boundaries for Russia were defined as the USSR, which had collapsed 10 years ago.
Which is a little bit...
10 years before this game came out.
Yeah, which is...
Yeah. So,
no.
Yeah.
Other than that, I enjoyed it. It was... it definitely shows it. It has a little bit of age.
Yeah.
It does show a little bit of age. But I think it's worth playing.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of edutainment games... If you like that kind of point and click style,
and if you can find a version of this and you have a way to getting it to work on your computer, or you have an older computer, it's definitely worth getting for a kid I'd say starting like 3rd to 4th grade.
I was gonna say lower, maybe 2nd.
I'm not
second to 3rd. I would say between 2nd grade and 4th grade.
Yeah,
that area.
But 2nd grade, my 2nd grade, I forget when I played it, but I think it was 2nd grade, and that's when I brute forced everything. So you want a little bit to get to let them appreciate it, but it's still worth playing. I think.
I agree.
So, but where did Carmen Sandiego go? Well, maybe it's not a question of where, but a question of when. Until next time, I'm Justin.
I'm here.
That's Chris.
Bye.